Today I'm showing you the final part, the final piece of the bike. This is the Cinelli Palio frame, and I have the forks right there, but let's take a look at the frame. So, as you can see, it's a road frame and it looks awesome. So, I told you before I wanted this frame because it's not a integrated uh, headset, so it's a standard conical integrated bearings, but not integrated regarding the housings and the cables. Now, why did I want this setup? Because I like the simplicity of it, and I like the fact that I can make this compatible with any sort of handlebars and stem, and I like that 10 years from now this is compatible with something that exists on that time frame still, and not some fashion item that is currently being used and then forgotten. Also, if I go right there, there is a thread, not something that makes noises in 2000 kilometers. That's a thread, and it always has worked, and by the Lindy effect it always will be working nicely. As of recent, and like 2022, there's a tendency for frames to be threaded. If press fit was all that good, why would we be looking at a resurgence of threaded bottom brackets? Because they work, that's why. I wanted this, and this frame is from 2021 and already had the new standard. Now this frame has a conical shaped seat tube and a really maximized thickness for the down tube regarding the bottom bracket width of it. So there's almost no angle right there, and there's just a little bit more on the seat tube, but still way too little. Now, another thing I wanted was a standard round shaped 27.2 millimeter seat tube. Why? Again, because it works. I can put any seat I want, any clamp I want, and if I lose one, I can buy another one, like I go to the store and I give them money and they give me something new that is compatible. I don't see that happening with egg-shaped, alien-shaped thingies that go in there, get lost, and the whole frame is rendered useless. Good luck with that. Also, of course, it's through axle, flat mount. I don't know if you have to correct anything, but it seems okay. It is a complete. It's a complete frame set. It has the axles. Also, it has the forks, and it also even came with the clamp. Although I bought another one, and it came with the bearings for the headset, and it has the cable guides there. Also, this frame is relatively light. Is a Cinelli, which is a exotic maker, and I wanted something exotic, exotic, because kind of tired of those. Nothing against them, but there's a lot of new makers, and like, I don't know, new makers, and let's not forget the makers that stay with us for decades now, and I believe in technology and innovation. I'm all for Yolio, Winspace, and all of them. But also, let's not forget the ones that stay with us. Let's support them. I'm not saying they are better or worse. They are different. You can't say that a Ducati is better or worse than a Yamaha. They are different. Ducatis are way more expensive. They are arguably not faster than a Yamaha or Kawasaki, Suzuki, but they are different. They don't have a Yamaha doesn't have the same charm as a Ducati or MV Agusta. But also, you pay less at the end of the day for a part on the Japanese ones. So they are important on different sides of different scopes. And let's say this is a Ducati, and I wanted something that can give me a smile every time I look at it, and this was the frame that did that. I don't look at the Yolio, and this one is also made in Asia. Who cares? I don't look at a Yolio and smile the same way as I smile when I see a Cinelli right there. Now, also another technical reason I wanted this frame is because this is a monocoque frame, which means that every tube is assembled and go together. Everything goes together to the autoclave, and it cooks there everything together. You don't cook the frame from this part onwards and also from there onwards in one sitting on the oven, and then you bond the chain stays or the seat stays and the chain stays afterwards. There's none of that here. That means that you either have a lighter frame or a more rigid frame. At the end of the day, you have a frame which is stiffer and more, let's say, congruent with you don't have asymmetries of forces, and you don't have anything weird going around, and you either have a stiffer frame or a lighter. Now the profile of the tubes are squared off on the top part of it and rounded on the lower part of it. Well, this tube at least is. And this is the new trend for frames, where the one thing that's not the new trend is where the stays meet the head tube. Maybe that's the head tube. They are most recently they meet the seat tube right there, not right there, right there. And this is the only thing which isn't top of the thing. But anyways, aerodynamics wise, this frame has the last innovation in aero gains. It's rounded on the lower side and squared off on the top side. I bet you next year the best frames are squared on the bottom part and rounded off on the top part. I bet you. Now let's weigh this frame. This is not the lightest. Also not the heaviest one. Around. Oof. I don't think I can weigh it. I'm holding it, but not making. God damn it. I'm trying to not make any force. It's right at 1 kilogram, which isn't. It's actually. This scale is not that good. The frame weighs 950 grams. So, well, yeah, it's 950 grams for the medium size. And the forks is, I'm guessing 400 or 380 after cutting it. And the frame also has the dropout and the covers for the holes and everything. So yeah, and it's a painted frame. We're not talking about frames without material. So I guess you could take the paint off and then some of the carbon too, and then maybe this aluminium insert. Who cares, right? Just take it off. And maybe the whole frame, you could also take it off and say it's 0 grams. So this is a painted frame, and I assure you it's 950 something, 50 or 52 or something, with dropouts and so on. Yeah. So you'll be seeing this frame under the sunlight together with the whole bike, and in a better video and everything. Just wanted to show you in kind of a specific video for the frame. This is a flat grayish green. This is a flat, I believe it's actually a RAL color, sort of a industrial dark gray color, and this is just metallic. These are two metallics, and these inserts will be covered with some caps I have, which I have purchased specifically for covering this sort of holes. And that's a weight-winning thing, because with a bolt, each aluminium bolt weighs 1 gram. Each cap weighs nothing. So I'm putting 4 caps and some 2 more around the frame. So yeah, so you'll be seeing the frame assembled with everything else under the sunlight, probably also the whole bike under the sunlight. In a future video, I will, maybe the video where we have the whole bike, I will release the all the weights on the description, and so you have a better idea of everything that went on the bike. Also, I am protecting the frame with this or 3M specific tape, vinyl tape, mainly on the seat tube, on the chain stays, mainly right there, on the down tube all the way to the head tube, and also a bit on the forks side, on the underside of the forks, and also on this top tube. Why? Because every time you get off the bike, you rub something there, or if you lean the bike somewhere, you rub it off, and I want to maintain the paint as is on the lower part, and over there it's more of a stones and chips. Also, I'm protecting this chainstay, obviously because of the chain, and I am separating the weights. So I'm gonna tell you the frame, the weight of the frame naked, and then I'll sum it off with the tape and everything and the caps and with everything that goes on it. So if you wanna buy something from Cinelli, and they changed they still have this frame under another name. It's not Palio. Palio is a race in Italy, and they have the exact same frame with another name. But if you this one is also is not available anymore. But the other one, if you still want it, you'll have all the weights and the specs and the riding feel in a future video. So that's that. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye bye.